Hello, guys. Thank you once again for joining me. My name's Chocolako, and I'm going to do a 10-15 minute quick flow. And this tends to be my go-to when I'm in a hurry and I'm have a very active schedule for the day. And I know you know what I'm talking about. We all have these moments where we want to get some yoga in, we want to feel embodied, but the calendar is full of back-to-back activities. And so this is a flow where all of us can feel successful in that we've been able to get onto the mat and into our body and what it means to be embodied. And what has been an amazing learning lesson, an amazing tool for me is embodiment. And what does that mean? To actually feel sensations in the body as they're rising. These are simply messages that the body is communicating. This is an amazing biofeedback system. And if we're still long enough, quiet long enough, we get to receive messages through this amazing system. And it requires us calming down, relaxing in the body, and allowing the messages to rise. And so that's what this practice does for me each and every time I get on this mat is how much more can I feel? What can I feel and receive through this system? So let's go ahead and get started. And I tend to bring my feet together, right? And just press them together, interlace my fingers, and wrap my fingers around my toes. And what I've established is this loop with my body. Think of it as the infinity symbol. And it's a continuous energy exchange that I've established by connecting my feet and my palms together. And then I start by gracefully bouncing through my knees. And what tends to happen is my root chakra, right in here, right above my genitals, starts to feel an active motion. So root chakra starts to awaken. The entire body system that I've now ignited and requested to come online starts to activate and starts to slowly send messages to the body. Like, okay, we're getting into action mode. And so I just start the body movement through this very simple up and down, bouncing, rhythmic flow. And then once you have the rhythm, close your eyes for a deeper interoception and just start to notice what rises through the body. And pay attention to the distance between your ears and your shoulders. Are your ears all the way close to your shoulders, or have they relaxed and dissolved? And then start to pay attention to your spine. So this is another way to scan the body while moving. And from here, if your body is anything like my body, or if your awareness level is turned on, your body will let you know where to go next. And so right now, as I'm bouncing through, my body is asking to stay grounded, to stay as close to anchored security as possible. So what I'll do now is just bring the knees together and come onto my hands and knees. And once I'm on my hands and knees, I know that it's time for cat-cow. And cat-cow is a beautiful template. It's a starting point. And from this starting point, we can go any and everywhere, limitless opportunities. So exhale the breath you're on. And just notice how the entire body starts to melt and soften like marshmallows. And then as you inhale, curve through the spine, look up. And as you exhale, sweep the spine toward the sky or the ceiling if you're in a room. And we'll do this 3 more times. Inhale through the shoulders, through the side body, all the way through the booty. And exhale, curl, melt, soften, exhale. One more time. Inhale through the legs, side body, shoulders, spine, neck, and exhale. This time as you exhale, bring your booty all the way down toward your heels, lengthen through your arms, intent onto your fingertips. So anytime I'm in a class and it's time for child's pose, I like to stay active in my child's pose. So I'm separating my knees, pressing my booty all the way down to the mat, lengthening through the entire side body, and connecting my forehead to the ground. And what I do here with this connection, once I've established this anchored, rooted connection, I set an intention. Beautiful. Then from here, tuck the toes under, curl all the way into downward facing dog. I pedal out through the legs. I'm going to do like a side stretch just to warm the body up. So bend the knees, turn the knees in the opposite direction of my hips, and then I lift the right arm the same direction as my knees, and then I lengthen through the side body. And we'll do that again. Bring the palms down, bend through the knees, sweep the knees toward the left side, heels drop to the right, and then I lift through the left arm, lengthening through side body, looking up toward the ceiling. So the entire body is engaged and active in that stretching sensation. Press through the knees, lengthen through your downward facing dog, and then step forward. Press your chest forward in this forward fold. And on the inhale, go ahead and float the fingertips all the way toward the sky or the ceiling if you're in a room. And then exhale, hands all the way down to heart center, Samastiti. And I just like to wiggle, all right? And so again, these postures are a template for how to start. And then once your body is ready and is sending messages, you can then engage in whatever wiggle sensation is needed to just receive whatever messages are coming. That for me is embodiment, is feeling what's rising and being okay with the shifts as they're rising. So once I come back to neutral, press the feet together, palms face forward. Float the fingertips back toward the sky. Interlace the fingers. This time, turn the palms in the opposite direction of your toes. And then lengthen, pressing the palms away from you, anchoring down through your toes. And then a beautiful side body stretch. And so what happens here is you'll notice from your feet all the way through the side body is this amazing lengthening, pulling felt sensation. All right, beautiful. And then inhale, come back to the center, press the palms away from you, and then exhale in the opposite direction. Same outer sensation that you felt on the other side is happening on this side. And when you're ready, inhale, come back to the center, palms to the hips. Go ahead and separate your feet. And I like to call this one figure 8. And you'll notice why in a second. So it's basically you just using your hips to draw the number 8. So I start on the left and bring my hips forward and then take it back. And then eventually you'll notice that your toes and your heels start to engage in this movement. So we're just drawing out the number 8, feeling the body from the toes all the way through the legs, the knees, the waistline, side body. And then slowly extend your arms to the side. And again, we're just drawing out the number 8. So now every part of the body is active in this free flow. Nice. So for me, if I need a quick, how do I feel embodied? How do I feel messages in the body? I just go through this figure 8. Nice. And then slowly return to the center. And just notice how long it takes you to return to neutral. And then just wiggle all of that juiciness out. Nice. Then go ahead and step to the top of your mat. And float the fingertips back toward the sky. Slowly bend into your knees when you sink down on the exhale. We're coming into chair pose. Utkatasana, one of my favorites. Again, activating strength through the thighs. Quads are on fire. Chest is forward, arms straight up. And you can press the palms together here and just simply breathe. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale the breath you're on. Lengthen through the legs, forward fold. And I really love how forward folds feels in my body. It's a beautiful yin posture. You can also do in Paschimottanasana when we're seated. So the entire back side of the body, if you can envision your skeleton, gets this opening and lengthening feel. And then this slow sway from left to right just kind of adds and complements the opening of the back of the heart. Beautiful. And go ahead and sit down on your mat. Extend the legs forward. And then go ahead and just walk the fingertips as far down as possible. And grab the opposite leg. Inhale, float both legs up, leg and arm. Nice. And then go ahead and bring this leg down. Opposite side. Nice. And forward fold, Paschimottanasana. Nice. And then to wrap up this session is the same way in which we started. This is how I like to end, which is returning to the hips and the knees and just bouncing through the legs. And whenever I am in a hurry, this is my go-to flow. Just how can I access the various parts of my body that are yearning for attention? And how much more can I feel? Cool. Yeah, cool, 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 cool. Thank you so much for flowing with me. My name is Chocolako, and I look forward to flowing with you again soon. Peace. My details are at the bottom of this screen, and I look forward to hearing if you enjoyed this class in the comment section. Talk to you soon. Bye.